Hi, and welcome back to another episode of my exciting show, Pizza Pals. I was browsing across the internet this week, searching for popular video ideas that I could borrow from for today's Pizza Pals, and that's when I came across a TV show, and that show's called Game of Thrones. It turns out it's actually a pretty popular show. I had never heard of it, but maybe some of you have. When I saw just how many views some of these videos were getting, that's when I knew I had to make my own Game of Thrones episode. Immediately I assumed that it was a game show, but upon doing a little more research and digging around the internet, I came to realize that it was in fact not a game show. What better way to prepare for this episode than by watching the show Game of Thrones? Unfortunately, with my busy schedule, I wasn't able to dedicate as much time as I wanted to. I just decided to watch the final episode. I thought I would get a good idea of what the show was about and all the characters, and I would get to see how it all ended. So I sat down and watched the final episode, but it left me even more confused than I was to start with, and with even more questions than I had answers. So I decided, for this very special episode of Pizza Pals, to bring out one of the members of the show to answer some of my burning questions so I can really figure out what this show is even about. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my next guest, Jon Snow. Thank you for being here. It is an honor and a privilege. I made you a throne like the one on the show. I didn't have any swords, but I had pool noodles. And since it was summer, I figured it appropriate.
And as a gift for your hospitality, brought you something from the north.
Hold on. I've got something for you. I'll be right back. Just hold on 1 minute. To return the favor, I too bought you a brand new pair of socks for when you're storming into battle, or maybe pairing it up with a summer tunic, nice, colorful. They really go with anything. My gift to you.
They look used. There's brown spots on them.
That's how they came. Perfect for when my fiance is giving me a foot massage at the end of a long day. And instead of having to talk to her, I can just show her these socks. And then she'll know that I'm watching Game of Thrones. I did one other thing for today. I thought it's only appropriate if I sport a little Game of Thrones. So I went out and got myself this shirt. Normally I wouldn't want to cover up my own brand, but I think it's a nice peace offering. It's a tree from the House of Gondor.
That is the Lord of the Rings.
Are they not the same thing? Hold on. Alright, I did also pick up another one, just in case.
Lord of the Rings, right there. That's a picture of the Fellowship. It's nothing to do with Game of Thrones.
Here we go.
Not even close.
I have one last shirt. I normally wear it in the fall time. It's just a helpful reminder to me that the cold weather's on the way. But it's not fall yet, so this shirt doesn't really fit either. Now, I think it's time for what we've all been waiting for. It's time to bring out the pizza. Let's go. We will be enjoying a delicious slice of Domino's pizza, the recently discovered #1 chain of pizza in America.
It's good.
Pretty good. Pretty good. No, John, no. No, John, no! That was I paid $8 for that. You owe me $8 for that. You really owe me. Ow, okay, we'll split it. We'll split it up 4. We'll split it up 4. Ow, ow, ow! Split it up 4. We'll split it up 4. Overall, I thought today was a pretty good episode, even though I didn't really learn anything about Game of Thrones, and I really didn't get to eat any pizza either. John definitely has some issues that he needs to work through, but I'll support him in that. At least he was finally able to teach me the difference between Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings. Jon Snow, good guest, and a good friend. And I also got to keep this cool throne that I built. I had to tape it back together after John used some of the noodles to beat me over the head with. But I think that I'm today's real winner of the Game of Thrones.